Hi, in today's video I am going to talk to parents whose children are now in teenage. Lately, are you surprised by the changes you are seeing in your child's behavior? Has it been happening more often that a normal discussion with your child turns into an unhealthy argument? This is Angel Rajguru, a teenage psychology expert and a trainer at Growth Vidhyapeeth, and I don't just grind the topics but also give you solutions. In this video, I am going to talk about 5 adulting tips you need to give your teenage child. So once Mr. Rao had come to meet to discuss the training workshops that we do for teenagers. He wanted to better his equation with his teenage son. So to understand their relation better, I asked him what conversations you have with your son every day. He answered just normal routine talks. So I emphasized and asked again, what exactly do you all talk about? He said I just asked him how his day was and what project he is working on and just stuff like that. He then paused for a moment and said, to be honest, there are times when I don't know what to answer or say. I see him growing up so fast, there's something new, something's changing every day. As a parent, I know I'm supposed to guide him, but many times I get confused. Can you share some insights about what adulting tips I should give my son? I said, of course, yes. And in today's video, I am going to share those 5 things I told Mr. Rao that day. Tip 1. You will fail. A strong tip to be given to all the youngsters out there that at some point in life, no matter how hard you try, you will lose. You will fail. And that you have to go through this failure. You cannot avoid or skip failure. Teenagers today are not able to accept loss, and we have seen so many cases that in order to combat failure, they end up doing all the wrong kinds of things. It may be something as small as going out and eating excessive junk or blasting out or going into addictions to something extreme like taking someone's life or giving up on your own life. Prepare them for rejections. Not necessarily they are always going to succeed. So when you have this conversation, prepare them to not give up if they fail and show them the other side of failure, that is to grow. There is one tip for you as well. As parents, even you need to be ready to accept your child's failure and be with them and help them overcome. Second, money importance and management. What parents think about money and the way they operate money has a huge impact on the child. At some point over the years, you will have to have this conversation with your child about your take on money and also give them practical experience about money. For this, I would advise you to do as much research and learning as possible before you have this conversation. I would definitely want to put out Mr. Sivaj Dholakia's example. The billionaire diamond merchant and proprietor of a 6,000 crore Surat-based company sent his 21-year-old son to Kerala to live and survive on his own for a month to learn life experiences without using his dad's identity and just rupees 7,000, which is to be used only in an emergency. You have to make them future ready, and hence it's important for them to take money into consideration. Third, learn to embrace criticism. This one single learning can be life-changing for your child. Show them how to deal with criticism. It's in their teenage years where they first begin to explore. They are going out there on their own, they are trying to fit in, and there will be times when they will be judged and criticized. It's very essential as a parent for you to show them how they can learn and improve from this. It's also important to make them understand that any judgment given is not a label to their character, and also that every critic is not an enemy. A friend can also be a good critic. Show them different examples of criticism by sharing your own experience. Make them understand that every person in their life at some point or the other is criticized. It's up to you how you take it and what you mold out of it. Fourth, teach them self-trust, self-confidence. In this age of influence, it has become all the more vital to make your child believe and trust in oneself. This is a pressing issue and shouldn't be neglected. In the past 2 years, especially after pandemic, I have seen almost all of them become victims to self-doubt. Some of my brilliant students don't have the confidence to trust in their own ideas. They don't know how to take stand even if they are right. Majority of parents are worried about the wrong influence on the child and how easily they can be manipulated. This is why it's all the more important to teach them to trust their own gut. Show them different instances how you followed your own instinct. Give them examples. Also, you will have to work on building their self-trust. Parents' confirmation play a huge role in building self-confidence in children. Your acknowledgement of their right actions. Yes, beta, you are right. Your appreciation of their solution-oriented thinking will help them bring back their trust and confidence. Fifth, address the elephant in the room, your take on relationships and dating. This one factor worries the child as well as the parent the most. Parents worrying, what if my child gets into a relationship? And the child worrying, what if my parents find out that I'm in a relationship? Now that your child is a teenager, it will be healthy to have a discussion over it. If you want your child to not have a relationship so young, you will have to communicate it to them and also show them how it's possible to be cool even if you're single. And if you are someone who doesn't mind their children being in an affair, then also you will have to communicate to them what are the boundaries and lines that you wish they shouldn't cross. These are some of the tips you should give your teenager. There are many more things a teenager goes through and will need your guidance over it. Follow our channel for more such videos. See you in my next video. Until then, happy transformation.